Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, this is Madden NFL 21. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama, quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And absolutely love this young man coming out of the University of Alabama because of what he did for the Crimson Tide. His last year there, 33 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions before the hip injury suffered in the middle of November. They want him healthy, obviously, because if so, one of the most accurate throwers coming out of college football in the last 10 to 15 years. And the Dolphins, they haven't taken a quarterback in the top 5 since a guy named Bob Greasy, now a Pro Football Hall of Famer. They took him back in 1967.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa steps away to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Tua now on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2 to throw again. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run for it with Breida. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now the former Cal Bear, it's Patrick Laird. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man, Wilson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Arkansas Razorback. It's Brandon Allen.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
A Fort Lauderdale native back near home, Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Oh, the slant complete to Green. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Drew Sample, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Allen. Green's got it over the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
On second down, Tua. Pass incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Alex Erickson deep for Cincinnati. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And I would say they went 3-and-out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3-and-out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1-and-out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Jet sweep to start the drive. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 8. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing now is Allen. And Green with a catch left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Drew Sample, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Kyle Van Noy leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Allen throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
56, the mark, boys, 56.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Here's Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Looking to pass. Tua. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. This is Breida. Oh, able to avoid him. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. Breida. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. 3rd down here.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running out of the gun here, Breida. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Didn't quite get the touchdown, but now they're really knocking on the door.
And if you're the play caller, now you're thinking to yourself, what is your sequence? Because you're not just thinking one play here just in case. You're looking ahead as well. I wonder if he's just thinking 3 power plays at max to get the ball in the end zone.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
I can't believe they even let you.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On 2nd down now, Laird, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Sanders on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And heading back out there, Giovanni Bernard getting ready to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen over the middle, and it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. Bernard, they find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on her. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
56.
Tua going to throw. Looking for Parker again, and this time he's got it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From midfield, here's Tua. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mac Hollins the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. And that one going to come up short, low throw. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17 to 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. And they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Dolphin football. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. Going to the air, Tagovailoa on the crossing route, complete. That's Grant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Tua. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tua to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
56.
From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
56.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got it. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Carl Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
About a half-yard from the end zone, third and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 6 yards away. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. That time a 9-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to work. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This is Jakeem Grant. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a very strong first half for our rookie quarterback. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Green with a catch left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They'll run it here with Bernard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made by Landon Roberts. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Looking to throw on second down. Allen, and this is going to be incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. It's complete to Parker, left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
56, the mark, boys, 56.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. LaShawn Sims with the INT. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Pass. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Now Bullock to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
57, Mike, 57.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
2 now on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Get ready, get ready.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tua going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game,
and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out, got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here with Bernard, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 5. From the gun, Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen, and that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Miami set to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Check 50, check 50.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Parker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. On play action, here's Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him,
The coverage downfield, equally good.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run with Breida. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a short one to Gesicki. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. T. Higgins is the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Back now in Miami, it's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go, you tighten up.
And he'll throw right away. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
57.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Breida. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa.
And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
From midfield, here's Allen. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now, Bengals on third down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now, 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. One final try here for Allen. Complete to his tight end Sample. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's complete to the tight end Sample. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Allen to throw once more. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Now, field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now Allen, got to have this one. Now this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43. What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl? Check 13.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And it's caught by Parker.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On the ground, it's Laird. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down, a run with Breida, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look,
As many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.